What's going on, everybody? This is Garry B. Jr., and today we're going to talk about how to use Keynote with FreeShow. And to do this, there's an easy way to do it, I guess, using both, but you also have the option to just import your Keynote. The downside of that is that it will lose any of your special effects or anything like that, and the main goal with that is to just import your text. The other option would be to just export your Keynote as images and then import it as media into FreeShow. However, today we're going to talk about running Keynote simultaneously with FreeShow. All right. And so this is if you got special animations or features or videos or whatever it is in your Keynote, you'll be able to use those real time in the program. So in the FreeShow program, that is. So let's look at how to do that. We got Keynote open here, and I'm going to open up FreeShow now. So we've got FreeShow here, and I'm going to keep them separate for now, and then we'll check it out in a second. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to Keynote, and we're going to go to Settings. And what will happen is we'll pop up to something that looks like this. Yours will probably default to the General tab. I want you to click to the Remote option and then select Enable Remote. And then from there, you need to go to your phone, and you would find your Keynote program. And so I'm going to type in Keynote. And when you select Keynote, you're going to see an icon that looks like a little remote control. So you click that. And then it says you can use this iPhone as a remote control to present slideshows on a nearby Mac. So we hit continue. And the main thing with this is they need to be on the same network. And so now I've got my iPhone popping up there, and I'm going to link them. It says it would like to find devices. I'm going to say allow. It says make sure your device is on the same network. Then go to Keynote on your phone and hit OK. All right, so let's say OK. Let's try linking again. OK, so there we go. Confirm. And it popped up the same number on my phone. It says you're ready to control the slideshow untitled. All right, so this is an untitled slideshow, so I can go ahead and close this. And I want to play it, so I'm going to click on play. All right, and so now I've got this Keynote playing there. But the issue is, first of all, let's go ahead and stop it. So I'm going to hit escape. And what I want to do is I'm going to make another slide or two. So let's do the same thing. And I'm going to duplicate this. Duplicate. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put a big number 1 on this. So we'll delete this one. And we're going to add, we'll do it as a shape. And we're going to type a 1. And we're going to format that to be supersize. And bold. Yep. We'll make it just regular bold. All right. So we got this 1 here. And I'll make it be something like that. And then we'll duplicate this and change it to a 2. So we can see the slides changing. Duplicate that, change it to a 3. All right, and we got this little animated something in the background here, this little dark clouds. I'm not sure what you'll call it, but that's what that is. All right, so now we're going to go to this option that says New Show, and we're just going to call this Keynote Test. And we're going to make it an empty show. All right, and this is in FreeShow now. All right, so let's go to our Keynote. We're going to hit play, and it plays it here, and it's just a little window. Okay, I've got it working in a window here because it's not full screen, so it actually is playing in a smaller window. So I'm going to say new slide, and I'm going to select media, and I can see screens, but I'm going to go to this option that says Windows, and I will select this Keynote window. Actually, I don't need to select it. I want to drag it in there. Boom. All right, so we'll go back to the show, and we're going to clear all of that. We're going to just select the window. All right. And so now I'm going to go back to my phone. Let's see here. And go to my remote. And let's go to a previous slide. All right. And I'm controlling it now from my phone. And all I'm doing is swiping back and forth. So let's do, we just click on this. No, let's do it full screen. I want to make it show up. So I'm going to do that. And let's switch it over so you can see the full screen. All right, so this is the entire show going real time. And I'm going to swipe on my phone, and it takes it to slide 2. Swipe on my phone again, it takes it to slide 3. The animation is all there, but this is actually showing through FreeShow, if that makes sense. So I shared the screen. Let me go back so you can see me. All right, so I shared my screen in FreeShow by going to the screens, and then I selected the option that said Windows. And let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see it a little bit better. I selected the option that says Windows. And when I did that, what it did is it gave me an option to see all the different windows that I've got. And I picked my Keynote presentation that I have running in the background. All right. So I can slide and go back. And that is reflected here because I added that window to this particular slideshow. All right. And that is the best way to use Keynote with FreeShow. The downside of this to me is you've got to manage 2 programs at the same time. And so with Keynote, it's great, but it does not allow you to manage your scriptures and things like that in real time. FreeShow allows you to do slideshows and scriptures. And so my recommendation is to import your images or export your keynotes as images and then bring those into FreeShow so you have full control over them and you'll just be able to switch slide to slide. You won't be able to have this fancy animation that you got going on here. But if you want something like that, then I would just download a video, background pack or whatnot that you can get from your favorite program like Canva or something like that. I've got some on my website that you can download as well at GarryBJr.com. And you can get a background kit, a media kit that involves both videos and graphics or images, not images, but graphics, right? So if you want images, you can just go into FreeShow and you can go to your online option and you'll be able to see all kinds of images from Pixabay, from Unsplash. And these are really cool images that are photographs. But if you want generic or what do I call them? Graphic type stuff, you would go into my website. And so mine's are, let's see, these are wallpapers. I'm gonna go to, so I've got grunge backdrops, and these are just generic, just graphics, right? And they're optimized to work with what you've got for your backdrops. Let's see, this is the media kit here. So this is how they'll look exactly. And they've been optimized to work with white text. And so even though there are multiple different colors, they've all been optimized to work with white text on top of them. And then if you wanted like the video backdrops, you would go to my website and you'll be able to find these here. And you'll be able to see this one right here. I really like this, like a blue bubble gradient backdrop that the bubbles are flowing up and down. And then we've got a swirl gradient, all these different video graphic options that you can use to be in the background of your presentation in FreeShow, and it'll be the backdrop for anything that you put up, right? So you can put any scriptures or any text, that's a little bit different than what you can experience when you're using Keynote. Whereas Keynote is limited to whatever you type into it and prepare, these backdrops allow you to use them, and they will be on the fly if needed, but they also can work with prepared slideshows that you create in FreeShow. All right. Well, hopefully this helps you and empowers you to use Keynote. For PowerPoint, I don't have a Windows computer, but I'm guessing you can do something similar in PowerPoint where you can turn on some type of remote option and allow your phone to control the slideshow, and then just share your window just like we did. We went to media and we went to screens, and then we went to windows, and you would start your PowerPoint and then you'll pick the window that PowerPoint is playing in. All right. Thanks for your time. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.